So now let us have a look at the revenue effect of a tariff. Okay. Again, another reason why the government impose a tariff. First, it's for protection. And another reason why the government do impose a tariff, it is for revenue, for obtaining revenue. Okay. So based on this very diagram, after the government has levied a tariff, how much it did accumulate as a revenue. Okay. So yes, under free trade, what happened was the government does not obtain any revenue or any profit whatsoever. Okay. But later, after the imposition of a tariff of P1, okay, there are some changes. Some changes in the sense like earlier, the total demand, it is under free trade, it is OQ1. Total supply, it is OQ. After the imposition of a tariff, total demand is OQ2, and total supply, domestic supply, is OQ3. Earlier, QQ1 is being imported from outside, and later, after the imposition of a tariff, only Q3, Q2 is being imported from outside. After the levying of the tariff of PP1, okay, the government did obtain a revenue. By how much? How much? It is equivalent to this the rate of tariff, that is P1 multiplied the volume of imported quantity. That means how much it is being imported, Q3, Q2. So if we multiply this tariff rate with the volume of imports, okay, what we get was we get this shaded box or shaded area here, and this shaded area here represents the revenue that goes to the government after the imposition of the tariff. So after the imposition of this the tariff of PP1, yes, the government uh, did able to accumulate revenue which is equivalent to this shaded area, that means this box, okay, represented by the point R, and this area over here, it is the revenue effect of the tariff. Further, let us have a look what is this redistributive effect. This redistributive effect, it refers to uh, so to say the profit that are being enjoyed by the producer after a tariff is being imposed. Okay, what we learn, yes, after the imposition of a tariff, the prices of goods and commodities will increase. So if price of goods and commodities increase, who will reap the benefits? The producers, the sellers of those goods and commodities. So the producers of the different goods and commodities who produced has been able to reap a huge amount of profits after the imposition of a tariff. That means after the imposition of a tariff of P1, those groups of individual or those producers has really been enjoying uh, profit due to the high prices, and as such the profits that are being enjoyed by them is shown by the area P1HA. So this portion over here, it is the redistributive effect of a tariff, which refers to the profits that goes to the pockets of the producers after the increase in price due to the imposition of a tariff. Further, let's have a talk on the effect of a tariff on the balance of payments. Yes, what is a balance of payments? It is a record showing the economic transactions between the resident of a country with the rest of the world. Okay, and if you look at this particular diagram, earlier this is the total demand. Okay, this is the quantity of goods that are being supplied at home, which means q q1 is being imported from outside. That means the volume of imports is very, very high. And if we look at this, how can I say, the total value of imports under free trade is represented by the area Q Q1BA. That means this box over here represents the total value of imports under free trade. Okay, but after the imposition of a tariff of PP1, there is a change. Okay, a change in a sense like after that tariff, total demand is reduced from OQ1 to OQ2. And yes, quantity supplied at home has increased from OQ to OQ3. And the total volume of goods that are being imported from outside has been reduced to the area Q3, Q2, BA. Earlier it was this big area, but now it is this smaller area. So if we just have a look at this particular diagram, okay, what we can see is that the volume of imports has reduced. Earlier it was the total volume of imports is quite high. Later, with the imposition of a tariff, it has been reduced. So if a country can really can lower the volume of imports, it it shows some good signs. That means it means that there is an improvement in the balance of payments. Because initially, if you look at the cases of different countries of the world, looking at their balance of payments, for example, India's balance of payments is quite on balance, which means the volume of imports is very, very high compared to our volume of exports. So if this is the case, if the volume of imports is reduced from this much area to this much area, it shows that after the tariff, there is an improvement in the balance of payments.